Hi, everyone. I am so excited to join you. Welcome to your summer solstice and full moon reading. I am Lauren K. Wyatt, your psychic, spiritual advisor, pet psychic, and transformational coach. I am so excited to spend time with you all today. If you're here live, go ahead and let me know because I love knowing who's here. Yes, so let's all just take a moment to be grateful for this day. We're all here meeting together to celebrate the sun and to celebrate these lunar energies as well, and the earth and ourselves and all of that. Hi, Lucille. Hi, Senya. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm not sure if this made it onto Instagram. It's a little more complicated on Instagram, getting to go live on that, but no worries. We're all here together. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to all get centered together. I'm going to talk a bit about the solstice and the moon and these different energies that we're working with here. And then I'm going to give a reading to the group. And my intention here is that it fills all of you with joy. Hi, Phil. Hi, Thomas. I'm so happy you're all here. My intention is that this reading fills everyone who receives it with joy, and that it really fuels everything that you are passionate about and that you are creating in your life. Okay, so let's all get centered together. Oh, and after I do the group reading part, I would love to pull a card I want to give many readings to all who are here and who want me to do that for them. So if you want a card, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I won't be able to pull one for you, and we'll see what message comes through for you as well. Okay, so let's all, hi, Helene. I'm glad you're in pink as well. That's awesome. It's just a good color. We have the strawberry moon, and yay, Phil. And we have the solstice coming up. Wonderful. Okay, so let's all get centered. So if you're not driving or, doing anything too crazy, go ahead and just close your eyes and start to connect with your breath. And as you do that, just take a moment to connect with this spirit of gratitude. We are celebrating the sun, the moon, the earth, ourselves, this oneness. Feel that spirit of gratitude just entering this amazing experience that we are all co-creating together. And as you do that, I say, Creator of all beings, Creator of all beings, Creator of all beings, divine archangels, divine archangels, divine archangels, our personal teams of guides, teachers, and angels, our personal teams of guides, teachers, and angels, our personal teams of guides, teachers, and angels, our ancestors and our higher selves, our ancestors and our higher selves, our ancestors and our higher selves. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. I request spiritual assistance in creating a space of divine love, divine light, divine truth, joy, wholeness, expansion. for all who attend. I ask that everything that comes through me, that it is completely and fully accurate, authentic, and aligned to every person here's highest potential and to the highest good of all. Now, everyone, take a moment and set an intention for yourself for this amazing experience that we're having here together. What do you want to experience? What do you want to receive? Allow the words, the short phrase, the feeling, the vision, whatever it is, allow that to come to you and then name it. And if you feel so inclined, write it in the chat. So, with love and with gratitude and expansion, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Okay. I love the summer solstice. We are halfway through the calendar year and the wheel is turning, and we are here in this time of abundance, of manifesting, of harvest, all of these amazing energies. It has been such an intense year, and every single person here has been sowing these seeds of growth. You've all been working on something, on creating something, whether this is a book, an artistic project, a new relationship, a new experience of yourself and your relationship with spirit. Everything that you have been doing, we are here together so that you can give thanks and gratitude for that. And I'm seeing that people are saying they want a card. That's amazing. Please let me know. Valerie, Karina, I see you. And Helene, I see you. Hello, Nikki. Hi, Vicky. If you want a card, let me know. I'm going to do a group reading first. But in this time of the summer solstice, so many amazing things are taking place. The sun, this signifies your soul. It is the light that comes through you that you are here to share with the world and with each other and with yourself. Solar energy, it can be so wonderful because it's clarifying, it's warming, there's success in it, and it can be really intense. For those of us in Texas, we know how intense the sun and the heat can be, and the sun becomes his own character when we're here in the summer. And I know it's like that in other places as well. Okay, Angelique, I see you. Vicky, I see that Rocky wants his card. I love Rocky's her cute little Yorkie. Love that. Valerie, amazing. Nikki, amazing. Thomas, amazing. Okay. So with this solar energy, this is a time to really tune into yourself and feel yourself. Like you are the sun and the star of your life. And if things are intense right now, if you're feeling like other people aren't understanding you, aren't accepting you, then it's time to really go to the moon. We also have a strawberry full moon, and I saw that and I love the name, and it inspired the pink that I'm wearing. But the full moon and the solstice together, they are illuminating you. They are lighting you up. And at a time of a full moon, it's when we get to release the past. We get to close things up. So what was maybe working before, it's time for an upgrade. So right now, if there's anything in your life that you've been tolerating or kind of slogging through, it's time for a solar and a lunar upgrade, and you get there through honesty. And I say honesty because this moon, it's all about our inner world. It's about our emotions, our intuition, and as above, so below. So take care of yourself and know that when you tend to your inner world and you are honest with yourself, you get to create amazing solar outcomes. So we'll see what else comes through. Allison, I was thinking about you. I'm so happy you're here. I was like, I wonder if she's going to be here. I wonder. And here she is. And Lucille says her dog's coffee spills would love one too. I love that their name is Coffee Spills. Oh, this is so cool. Angelique, I see you. Amazing. Amazing. Oh, I love you all so, so much. Okay, so let me throw down some cards. I don't need cards when I do readings, but in situations like this, it just makes it super, super fun and quick for me to just be able to respond to something. So tune in and let's see what they have in store for us. So for everybody on this call, everyone here is a boss. And it makes sense because the sun is totally a boss. The sun symbolizes this father energy. And, you know, archetypally, we can think of the father as being the boss. We know the mother is the boss. That's our moon. That's our earth. Really big deal as well. But everyone here is a boss. Hi, Deb. All of you are really cultivating and creating something in your lives. The key word here is nurture. So everything that you've been nurturing in your life, that is really, really what is going to manifest. So, and this works both ways. So if you're over here and you're like in negative astrals, which means like you're in the land of thought misery, and you're like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? And there's all these illusions and mistaken thinking. That's what you're nurturing. So instead of doing that, you can acknowledge all of the anxieties and all of the worries. But what's more important is that you don't let all of that indicate, you don't let that influence what you're going to do. It's normal to have doubts. It's normal to feel insecure. These are all parts of the human experience. And the sun represents this clarity, and it's something that we can all crave. And to get there, you really do need to tend to the lunar aspects of yourself and that inner world. And just notice, where are my thoughts going? What am I nurturing in my life? Am I putting love or fear into this? And whatever you plant and whatever you nurture, that is what is going to grow. So make sure that you are loving yourself and all of your projects. So something that's coming up for everyone on this call right now is, oh, Allison says Junior is rocking in timeout in the corner. That is awesome. So Junior is a word that I use for ego, and I just love saying that because sometimes we're like, oh, like, why am I doing this? It's like, it's just Junior. Don't worry about it. And by the way, I love that everybody is mentioning their pets. I'm a pet psychic as well, and the pet psychic work that I do, it just gives me so much joy. It is just it's something I love to nourish and nurture in my life. And I love that we have some animal lovers on this call as well. So what everyone here needs to know is that sometimes we can just get swept up in the bullshit. And we forget that we are divine. Remember the sun, the solstice, your solar energy, that is your light. The sun signifies this soul. Your soul has lived many different lives in many different places, and it has gone through so much. It is here to experience itself. And this is really important for you to remember, because sometimes when we're, whether it's doing the laundry or we're in traffic or we're dealing with some really tough situations, we can forget that we are divine. And we also like to let our circumstances define us. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Let's say something doesn't go according to plan, and really planning is just like, how often does that really work? like it does, but we have to be willing to improvise and let go of that illusion of control. Because sometimes what we do is we can really be victimized by things that other people do, by things not working out the way our junior wants. So if any of that is going on with you, first of all, honor your heart and how you feel, but remember that you are more powerful than you know. And also, it's okay to feel weak sometimes, and it's okay to ask for help. Usually right before a breakthrough, that's when things get the craziest. Like that saying, it's always darkest before the dawn. And it's one of my favorite Florence and the Machine songs. So if you're in a darkest before the dawn kind of a moment, you need to keep going and remember that you're a boss. You are co-creating this experience with spirit. And you know what? Sometimes really inconvenient things happen, and sometimes it's destiny, and it's all here to assist us. Also, spirit would like you to remember all of the progress that you've made. You have really come a long way. Just think of where you were last week. No, like a year ago, 5 years ago. You have come a long way. And if thinking about the future makes you nervous in any way, remember how far you have come, and just stay in this present moment. So something that we need to know as we're here for this summer solstice is that the sun, sometimes we can feel it in a critical way. And I talked about how sometimes it gets really hot and bright and intense outside. We can almost see how some people may be threatened by your light, or maybe like you're having a moment with yourself where your junior is criticizing you, or you feel like others are against you. You need to believe in yourself first. And this is the best time of year for you. I mean, I want us to believe in ourselves all the time, but especially when we are in a solstice week. And remember, with the full moon approaching as well, really important for you to stop doing things that drain your energy, to close up those old loops. Someone once told me that when we stay in a place of judgment, we put ourselves in this position of constantly having to learn lessons. What if you've learned what you needed to learn, and you can just accept it and accept that you're growing and move forward? So something else that's coming up to be shared is this. Again, it comes into wanting to nourish your inner world. Sometimes we want other people and the outcomes we have, like our accomplishments, to define us, or we want validation. What you need to do in the next few days is to spend time with your spirit, which brings me to a really important point. I created a quiz, and it's a new quiz. It's not the one that most of you have taken before about the illusions. This is a new quiz and it's called the Spirit Speaks quiz, where if you take the quiz, and you can do that after we have our group session, you will find out the message that your spirit has for you. Now, that's one thing that you can do, and I'm telling you, it's coming out right here as I look at these cards. You need to connect with your spirit and spend time with spirit. So if you're a meditator, meditate. If you kind of meditate, maybe meditate a little bit more. Take a walk in nature if it's not crazy hot outside, or maybe you like the heat, which is awesome. Pray, journal, do some artwork. Spend this time alone where you don't need the external validation, because what happens when you do that is you give your power away. So, Phil, what's really funny is I don't think I mentioned it when I was looking at the chats. You said, I hope you pull the Jack of Hearts for me. I didn't do that exactly, but I have an equivalent right here. So I want to let you know that it's happened in this spread. So what this points to is that everyone here really needs to be in touch with their romantic side, whether you're in a relationship or not, or like whatever it is, you need to really be in touch with this imaginative, flirty, sensual, romantic side. You got to flirt with life and enjoy what life brings you. When we can appreciate this beautiful earth and all of the different experiences that we get to have, because we're here in this human body, whether it's good food, good sex, it's having the abundance that we want. Like, these are things that we get to do because we are here in this body. So I know if you're anything like me, and I know that you are because you're here, sometimes we may just want to float away, hang out in the spiritual realm, do some astral travels. It's like, why do I have to be here? It's so tough here. This is a time for you to really embrace your human side and these sensual pleasures that we can only get here, and to remember that you have this authentic self-expression that is waiting for you. This is a time for you. We have both the solar and the lunar energies. This can be looked at as the divine masculine, the divine feminine. Whether we're male or female or non-binary, we have all of these energies that are inside of us. We are a whole person. So again, if there are any if you don't feel as comfortable taking action and you like to be more on the passive side, or it's the other way around, why not experiment with it just a little bit more? We're not here to always do what we've done. Our soul doesn't change, but we can definitely change our lives through making new choices here. This is also a time of great healing, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Whatever drama or bullshit has happened in the past, it's time to let it go. It doesn't mean you have to be on a clean slate with people who have hurt you. It doesn't mean that it's forgive and forget, sweep it under the rug. But what it does mean is that you don't have to let it impact you as much. So as we continue to move forward, you are going to notice opportunities to share your energy with other people. Again, we get back to this key point. What are you nourishing in your life? The sun gives nourishment. It allows for us to exist. So look at how you can share your energy with other people, and also how you can let others share their energy with you as well. So this is a week of emotional growth, of emotional release. You may want to cry this week. Maybe it's tears of gratitude, of joy. It's also a time of celebration. Every emotion that you have, everything that happens in your life, when you can look at it, when you're in a place of non-judgment, you may see that it's all a celebration. So as we move into the next part of our time together, I want you to think of what you are celebrating in your life. What are you ready to say yes to? What are you ready to let go of? And know that in this time of harvest, you can let go of what doesn't serve you. You can be grateful for what you have, and you can look forward to the next seeds that you are planting as well. Okay, so we're going to move into the card pulls that we have. And I'm going to shift over. I'm going to shift my deck situation here. Oh, Senya says, this is beautiful. I just got out of therapy and we talked about that. That is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. You know, this is a synchronicity for you as well, because isn't it nice when we have an experience and then a different experience comes up and it affirms what we know and what we received? It's just, I love it when that happens. And this is also part of what helped me to create the Spirit Speaks quiz. Is I love always feeling this connection with my spirit and with spirit, and I love seeing all of us as divine. So I got with my guides and created this quiz for you. So, and for myself as well. I took the quiz and I was like, oh, that result really resonates with me. So I want all of you to take that quiz and let me know how your result resonates with you as well. And I'll post the link after our time together. This is just such a time of increase and surrender in a way. So we got to let go of the past and step into the future. A lot of changes are happening over here and in my business. I've shifted the way that I'm doing psychic readings. I have this new service called Illumination, that it's really what I've been doing before, but it's done in a new way, and it combines psychic healing and delivering inspiration and of course answering your very real questions in a clear and direct way, because we love that, don't we? So check out Illumination as well. And also with the pet psychic healings, up until now, they've only been available in a written report, which I absolutely love doing. Is I'll connect with your pet psychically, talk to them and their guides, and let you know everything that's going on in this written report that gives you this play-by-play. But now, in addition to that, I am offering live sessions on Zoom as well. So I'm super excited about these things. And the weekly predictions are changing too, but you'll find out more about that later. Okay, so let me go. I'm going to scroll back up and see who wants a card. If you want one and you haven't let me know, just let me know. I believe, okay, Phil was first. Okay. Well, Phil, you already got that. Your Jack of Hearts. Just kidding. Like you did, but you're going to get bonuses. Okay, so I'm tuning in for everyone on this call. Okay, Phil. By the way, I'm using, for all these card pulls, I'm using I should just call it Old Faithful. It's the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. Super fun and satisfying and easy for these types of sessions. So Phil, this card that I grabbed for you, see, it says observe. So as I tune into your energy, and I mean, I know just how Phil is incredibly creative, everyone. He's an artist and an author, and he's very funny. And anyway, all of these different things. So what's coming in for me, for you, Phil, is that you really get to pay attention to all of the different voices inside your head. It's like, ooh, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about that. Whose voice is this? It will really inform your creativity. And also what's coming in is observe, don't absorb. That really helps us sensitive people in moving through life, because sometimes we can just, feel something and we think it's ours and it's just like, ugh. So Phil, spend some time, because it came up in our big group reading, like for everybody spend some time with yourself in meditation and really connect with what's yours and what's not, and observe and don't absorb. And I think this is great advice for all of us. This is usually the case with all of these cards. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Senya. Senya, the card that I grabbed for you is move. So I don't know if you're contemplating a move or if you've been sitting for a while, if you've been waiting for a long time, but apparently there's something that you are guided to move on. And you don't have to jump on it right away unless there's a good opportunity this week, because this week is really this time of gratitude, and just notice that you're not bound to anything. So if something isn't sitting right with you, it's okay to release yourself from that and to move on. Okay, now Lucille. Lucille, I see that you are awaiting some results. That's the card that we pulled for you. And what I want to acknowledge for you, Lucille, is that you've done a really good job of connecting and being patient with your energy and getting in touch with your own genius. And, there's the universal law of gestation, right? And what that means is we can plant the seeds. We nourish those seeds, but they don't grow right away. They grow in their own time. So yes, the solstice is a time of harvest, but we cannot rush some things, because sometimes the timing we want is not the timing that the universe wants for us. So just continue to practice patience, and remember to nourish what gives you energy and what fuels you, and to cut away what doesn't. And that will support you very, very much. Okay, so who's up next? Helene, hi. I think this sure was that you wanted a card. I picked this card, Lead, for you. And I know what a leader you are. I know how you you want something, you go get it done. You can organize and lead. This is great. And when I look at this card and when I feel into this for you, what also comes in, and I think this is because you told me this morning about the new relationship, but this really means to let yourself receive in regards to your relationship, and not trying to move so much. So lead, yes, and also let yourself be taken care of as well. Okay, who's up? Valerie Marie. Valerie Marie, the card that came up for you is Listen. Ooh, Spirit is speaking to you, which gives me another opportunity to plug my quiz again. It is the Spirit Speaks quiz, where you can listen to the message that Spirit has for you. But for you, Valerie Marie, really pay attention to what you're listening to. Are you listening to the inner critic inside of you? Are you not paying attention to what you want and listening to other people? Or could you be blocking yourself from hearing something really important? Valerie, look at the different signs in your life and see what the universe has been saying to you. What signs have you noticed? Any animals, people, different themes coming up? There's a message in here for you. Karina, hello, Karina. Karina, the card that came up for you is Teach. There is something inside of you that needs to come through. I'm sensing with you, Karina, there may be some nervousness about sharing, or maybe what's coming in is maybe like being a little too humble. I love it when we're humble, but there's something that you know that maybe other people don't know, or they would like to hear from you. So if you have been guided to share something, this is a sign that it's time for you to do that. And to also realize, Karina, that people care about what you have to say. So go ahead and nourish yourself, be with yourself, and then move forward. Okay. Vicky, the card that I grabbed for you is Love Abounds. And I love this card because you have been seeing life through your heart. There is there's a softness that has happened within you, where you have opened up to seeing and perceiving things in a softer and loving way. And what's beautiful about this is this fits into how we're talking about what we nourish. Because so often we nourish these thoughts that really don't support us. Like it keeps coming up with like the inner critic or Junior's worries or whatever it is. But this Love Abounds, it also speaks to the creativity that you have within you, and to just let that creativity guide you. You will be so satisfied. Angelique said he's a card. I think that means she would like a card. So Angelique, strengthening bonds is a card that we grabbed for you today. Ooh, what I love about this is the imagery shows me that you are really walking toward more light in this new chapter, and you are trusting yourself more and more. I know that you're trusting your intuition more and more, and that is a bond that we do get to cultivate within ourselves. Look, the relationship that we have with our higher selves and our intuition, and the relationship we have with spirit is so incredibly important. So we all get to work towards strengthening those bonds within us. It's such an empowering practice, and I can see that you have grown so much in this way. Valerie Nice. Okay. Valerie Nice, the card that comes up for you is find balance. Find balance. And this, I love this whole notion of finding balance because it shows that you don't have to work so hard. Yes, you are built for hard work, and you have a great work ethic, and there's so much, so many different things in your life that are demanding your attention. But this is also showing that, hey, if you're feeling like you are giving one part of your life a little too much energy and it's taking away from something that would feel really good to do, this is your sign to love on yourself a little bit more, to nourish yourself a little bit more. And I'm remembering this whole flirt with life. It's good to flirt with life and to enjoy. And if you can go into it in that way, that's really going to support you in finding your own unique balance. Angelique, I already drew one for you. Rocky's card. We'll come back to the pets. We'll do a whole pet one later. Okay, so Thomas. Ooh, Thomas, this card, Blossom. Something so beautiful is being birthed from your heart, and you've started something, or will soon start something that is new. And just remember, it can take just a little bit of time for something to bear fruit, but it also takes a little bit of time for a blossom to happen. So encourage yourself by remembering the other bits of your life that have blossomed, the times in your life that you are blossomed, and nourish that tree or that flower, whatever it is that you want. Think of it as this beautiful flowering tree in your garden who's ready to grow. Okay. Aw, coffee spills, I love you. We'll do cards for pets later. So cute. Okay, let me see. Teal says, I wish I wasn't in a meeting right now so I could listen, but I'm present in spirit. I love that, and I love you, Teal. Okay. That Vicky says I'm a quiz whiz. Yeah. All right. So Andrea's here. Vicky announced your presence. Aw, Phil says, I'm so grateful I got to meet you years ago at an event and that we're still somewhat connected all this time later. I know. And I think when I introduced myself, I said, I'm Lauren and I'm a nice person. That was weird. Wow. At least we got to laugh about it and we became friends. Senya's finishing up her associate's degree, moving to Texas State soon. That's amazing. I went to Texas State University. Okay, Emmy, hi. It's so good to see you. Let me see what Emmy, yours is reach out. Who do you need to reach out to? Who do you need to reach out to? And by the way, if you want a card, just let me know. I won't grab one for you if I don't know that you want one. And just because I'm psychic, we're not, like, if you want it, ask for it. Okay. So, reach out is for Emmy. Emmy, who do you need to reach out to? What needs to be said? You are such a smart and amazing person. And what's coming in for you is that you don't have to do everything yourself. And this is also what's coming in for everybody. So it's not just you. This card just happens to come up for you. So sometimes we can be very focused on wanting to do things ourselves, or we can be afraid to let someone into our life. Trust issues are real because we've all been hurt before, and we've all been disappointed before. And this even applies to how we treat ourselves. Like before, when I wasn't as confident in my psychic abilities, I used to say, oh, I just wish I trusted myself more. It starts with just doing just that, is trusting yourself. And sometimes those intuitions ask you to reach out to someone else. Even though I'm really intuitive and I can tune in and see things, I love connecting with other people to assist me in moving through things. Because that's what we're all here for, is to assist each other with our talents. And again, bringing it back to this solstice energy and the sun, this is about like your soul and your essence and your light. And what I'm getting is that can be ignited through reaching out to the right people. Okay, so who's up? Oh, Alexis Justice, I love you. She says, love this. Thank you, Lauren K. Wyatt. You're amazing, Alexis. Lucille, you're welcome. Brittany. Britt is my dear friend, my bestie. I'm playing with my hair because she's my hairstylist as well. That's why my hair always looks awesome and has fun colors in it. And Britt did my wardrobing for my my 2 latest photo shoots. Okay, Brittany, card for you. Britt, you're gonna laugh. It's control. I'm laughing because Britt, and I've always been laughing about how she's like poster child for illusion of control. And yeah, so people who have the illusion of control, you're so good at getting things done. But as you know, sometimes there's some micromanagement that goes with that. Like we want things the way we want, the way we want them at the time we want them. And sometimes we can just miss all of the amazing opportunities that Spirit gives us because we have our own agenda. And the agenda thing is great. It's great to know what we want and where we're going. And it's also good to be open. So this card came up to make us laugh, Britt, but it's also here to let you know that it's safe. It's safe to laugh and to notice that maybe there's something wonderful for you, that if you just pencil in taking a few deep breaths, you'll see, and that you can allow Spirit to support you. Vicky, you are welcome. Nikki, you are welcome. Kasia, hi. I'm so happy. Well, I don't see your face directly in front of me, but I can see it spiritually. Kasia, I'd love to give you a card. This one's for you. Okay. So Kasia, this says helpless and hopeless. Now, this may sound weird, but I kind of love this card, and I'll tell you why. The person in the card can walk forward. They can also go up either of these stairways, And if they wanted to, they could turn around and walk back to us. This shows me that there is a crucial choice point for you. And it may point to, I can approach this situation differently. And the thing is like when we feel helpless and hopeless, it's always such an amazing time to connect with the divine. I discovered this a while back. I was just like, ooh, yeah, it really allows us access to connect to the divine. And it reminds me of a friend of mine told me, like, he's in the Krishna consciousness community, how there's a saint in that community that would pray for calamities so that she could be closer to God / Krishna. And I thought that was really weird, but I get it. So anyway, know that whatever is happening, if you feel this way, if someone else feels this way in your life, this is an opportunity to really connect with spirit. So make yourself a saltwater bath, put your favorite like harmonizing, cleansing herbs in there, light a candle and pray and cry. And I promise that you'll get your direction. But no, you can't go back and you don't want to. And it's okay. Just make a choice. Spirit has your back. So Spirit has your back. Again, my quiz, it's Lauren K. Wyatt. I'm still going to get through all of these cards here. It's laurenkwyatt.com/spirit-speaks-quiz. You will find out the message that your spirit and your higher self have for you, and it's going to be amazing. So Keisha, please take that quiz. All of you, please take it. Yay, Allison. Allie Grimes. Okay. Allie, your card is just breathe. It's so simple, yet sometimes we forget, like we're breathing all the time. We take it for granted, but it's amazing when we can really give ourselves that time to just tune in and breathe. And that came up in the group reading at the beginning of the call too, just how important it is for you to get in touch with yourself through this act of breathing. So just breathe and know that spirit is with you, that you are safe, that you are loved, and that all is well, and just breathe. What I noticed is that if I'm like really like like that, like, oh, I'm so into my projects and I'm writing and and the la la la, that's a good time. And it's usually when my dog comes in and is like barking or pawing at me, and I'm like, I need a break. So it's okay to take breaks. You can do that and breathe. All of us need that. Okay. Douglas. Hi, honey. Healing blessings to you. Love you too. Valerie says, fitting guidance. Thank you so much. Gonna bat my eyelashes at life. Oh yeah. Yeah. When you bat your eyelashes, we all do. Aw, you're so welcome, Thomas. Lauren, I'm so happy you made it. Aw, Phil says I sold him on the nice person aspect. It was pretty disarming, wasn't it? I know that Brittany's making fun of me. It was at this event. I think it was like for the film industry. So I had a project that was video based, and there were all these awesome people there. And I got up to the mic and I was just having a weird day anyway. So love that. Lauren Wenzel, you must be psychic. Yes. Oh, Douglas, I will draw a card for you. Okay. Oh, honey, look, I drew this card for you and it says love and it has this couple on it. And this reminds me of the ecstatic dance moment that we had and that I saw you have with a lot of other people. So sweet. So Doug, just radiate love. You have the biggest heart, and you just exude this child, like you have this innocence to you, and it's this childlike radiance. Just let that lead you, and love will lead the way for you. There is so much love around you. Alexis, I'm so happy to draw a card for you. Okay, so this card is dedicated effort, and it's for our Alexis Justice. Alexis, you are creating a masterpiece of some sort. You could be the masterpiece yourself. All of the love, the nourishment, the inspiration, the actions, everything that you have put into yourself, the act of doing that radiates through you as well. And what's coming in is, well, this message that's coming through you for all of us here is that the more consistent and dedicated and devoted we are to taking care of ourselves and nourishing the different aspects of our lives that we care about, the more of a masterpiece we get to create. And it's also the guidance that's also coming in is that sometimes artwork it's always in this state of unfinished. It's like, and this reminds me of this, I am blanking on the name, but there's this amazing cathedral in Barcelona. I know Angelique's in Barcelona. Well, no, she's not in Barcelona right now, or is she? I forget. She is. Okay. There's this beautiful cathedral there where, like, they've been working on it for years, and it's never done. And this points to what a masterpiece we all are. So yes. Okay. So Teal says that she would love a card. Teal, I'm grabbing the solar plexus card for you. Yes, this is the chakra of our self-esteem. This is the chakra of our courage. And it's also in the human design system, it has to do with our emotions as well. And Teal, I know that your solar plexus is defined, which means you have this emotional intuition. I know I have some other human design people on here. So in this solar plexus card, just remember to always pay attention to your emotions and to express them. You have a gift of beautiful expression through your emotions, and people need to hear from you. And when you let people know how you feel, what you're feeling about a situation, it moves you into your leadership, and it really moves everybody else along. So remember that. Yes, Phil, that's exactly who it is. Yes. So does anyone else want a card? We're about to close up. We're right at 5. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle, and I'm going to grab one for all the pets that came up. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. You can let me know in the chat. This is kind of a funny one for pets. It's win or lose. Like, I know my cat Gabalina felt this way this morning when we let her go outside. She's indoor, outdoor, and then we're like, okay, there's sprinkles, so she needs to come inside. As she gets really scared with the rain, but she needs to be like, we need to be very assertive about getting her inside. And I could tell that she was happy to be inside, but really wished that it wasn't raining so that she could be outside. So this win or lose, it's the drama. And it also points us to how we can be dramatic about things as well. And also our pets reflect all of our drama, everyone. I'm writing a book on pet psychic work and animal communication, and something that we go into is that our pets, they really do reflect us, our dramas, the different things we're internalizing. They can be really impacted by how we react to things. They're always there absorbing. So there we go again with the observe, don't absorb. So pets, in my mind, you're always winning. And maybe you lose when you can't go outside or you don't get the second or third dinner that you want. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining me on this amazing group session. I love that you're all here. I have loved spending time with you in this way. And yes, so the key points here are: you are creating and manifesting every day. Every single choice you make is contributing to an outcome, a circumstance, a manifestation. So pay attention to the seeds that you're nurturing and watering. And right now, as you look at your life, as we're in this summer solstice and we're looking at the harvest of our lives, really check in with yourself about everything. Like, this is what I have in regards to my relationships, my health, my career, finances, whatever. This is what I have. This is what I've created. This is great. And if there's something that you want more, whether you want to maintain it or there's something new that you want to create, whatever it is, now's the time to really do inventory on if your actions and your thoughts are nourishing that or not. And the moon, this beautiful full moon, is illuminating all of this for you. So you may notice that there are parts of you that want to express themselves, like different artistic pieces of you or boundaries that need to be set, new times in your life, whatever it is. Pay attention to this and make sure that you are nurturing what you love. That you are, and when I say love, you don't have to love everything, but some things we do, it doesn't always feel too great, whether it's working out or it's doing the laundry, but just remember why you're doing those things and stay connected and committed. So I'm Lauren K. Wyatt. I am your psychic, your spiritual advisor, your pet psychic, and your transformational coach. Thank you for joining me for this amazing summer solstice and full moon group reading. And go take my quiz. It is, and I'll put a comment here, it is Lauren K. Wyatt /spirit-speaks-quiz. I cannot wait to hear your result. So looking forward to that. And check out the new services I have with the illumination reading, the new live session with the pet psychic work. Reach out to me. I love hearing from you. And the weekly predictions are changing, but stay tuned. You'll find out more about that shortly. Okay, I love you all. Bye.